the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking at Minnesota, only one win in their last 6 games. They know they can play much better, looking to be more competitive tonight. And for Karl Anthony Towns, just last season, GMs voted him the player they'd most like to build a team around. Shaq, I can't think of higher praise than that.
That's because Big Cats is a perfect example of the modern-day center. Can do it all, Ernie, on both ends of the floor.
I really like his game, too.
I agree. He's a terrific scorer on 3 levels, and that's pretty impressive. He can do it on the box, the mid-range, and the 3-ball, Ernie.
Yes, he
has
can.
a lot of years left in him. He can make a big impact. I probably would want to start a team with him as well.
Kevin Harlan will have the call. Game's about to start. We'll see y'all later.
Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and 2 Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Last outing for Minnesota, the loss to the Memphis Grizzlies.
And with your defense, one part's your ability, the other, though, is effort, and that one they showed neither.
No, there's no question, Greg. I thought their defensive intensity was lacking from the outset. It looked like they were just hoping the other team would miss.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys, Karl Anthony Towns has a different disposition than his predecessor and mentor, Kevin Garnett. The KG said of Cat, don't take the smile for weakness. He plays with another type of engine. What they do share, Kevin, is a true love for the game. Back to you.
Outstanding, D.A. Thank you. Well, squaring off Doris in the middle, a couple of very talented big men. Talk about how the center position continues to evolve in this league.
Right, gone are the days where the 5-man is just a defensive player and a rebounder, somebody who is nothing more than a rim protector. Increasingly in today's NBA, Kevin, that position is a skill position, and by that I mean the center can handle the basketball. You can run your offense through the center position, very much the way the Celtics do with Al Horford. And if you can shoot the long-range shot, you can shoot that 3-point shot, that much better for your team.
And it's interesting, Doris, the way the big men out, they go out on the perimeter and they're guarding guards. They're defending guards way outside and out of the lane.
Great point, Kev. It works on both ends of the floor.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Šarić. He's out there with Wiggins. Teague out there with Towns.
So, Kevin, how about the remarkable handle that Jeff Teague has? He simply coasts right through the defense with his ability to use the bounce.
Now here's Jordan. Vučević trying to get open. A nice shot by Jordan.
Good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Here's Towns. That one misses. Great D that time from Vučević. On offense, here are the Magic. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
No passion on the defensive end. Didn't look completely engaged. Really need to lock in and be focused on these road games.
Teague can't hit. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here's Jordan. 33 points last game, and it goes down 2 points.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
You're right. I mean, he's found his rhythm early. The defense has got to do a better job guarding him from this point on.
Now here's Wiggins. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Jordan against Wiggins. Outside Jordan. Here's Vučević. Right through the D for the layup. Vučević has got his first points of the night.
Well, Vucevic at his best. A reliable interior scorer, great size, great touch.
Teague kicks to Wiggins. Clock at 6. And the call will go against the Prodigy. That is his first foul of the game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Towns with the bucket.
Well, the body control of Karl Anthony Towns, just a terrific job to take the hit.
And Augustine kicks to Jordan. Fades. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Now here's Wiggins. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
Listen, that's all you can do defensively. Jeff Teague is just so clever at finishing near the cup.
The Magic have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And Augustine kicks to Jordan. Buries the long-range jumper. Jordan's got 7 points in the game.
He is now 3 for 4 to start this game. Clearly, the confidence is already building.
And there's the pass to Wiggins. And Vucevic pulls it down. Magic leading by 3. Jordan with it. Picked up by Teague. And Jordan gets it to go.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
The Timberwolves shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Outside, Towns. That's tipped. Dishes it to Teague. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And yes, it's good.
Well, a case where he dominates in close, but Wiggins so versatile on offense.
Orlando, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. To the middle, here's Fournier. The shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Year after year, the Timberwolves have...
Oh, the ease with which he elevates Wiggins with a highlight move that time.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Now here is Augustine. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. From outside the arc, rebound Minnesota.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
Okogie. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Orlando's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Augustine with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Passes it to Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, that play is so much about his reach and determination affecting the game defensively.
Orlando leading. Here's Jordan. He's got 9. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, the defense trying to get out on him, but he's left with the open shot. He's got to make that one.
And Towns throws it down.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Now we're about halfway through the season outdoors. It's no longer new. The playoffs are still a ways away. Seems like a time when players can start to lose focus.
No doubt, Kevin. You have that sense that maybe the All-Star break is coming or going, and you still have that fight you've got to get through, the February, March doldrums. But this is why coaches always talk about, let's play in the moment. Let's not worry about the results. What you can do every day, each moment. When you can do those kinds of things and just lock in on small tasks, then you've got a team that can contend.
Good coaches always seem to steer their teams in the right direction at this time of the year. In the second half of February now, the power rankings have lots of statistical analysis to pull from. Taking a look at Minnesota, they're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And checking out the Magic, they know what this team is. Some would say they've overachieved, but I feel like they've proven themselves thus far.
Now here's Jordan. He's scoring at a rate that puts him at another level. As impossible as it seems, he's truly averaging about 36 points a game. Augustine against T. Outside, Towns. Kicks it to Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, Andrew Wiggins, elite quickness, the power finish, that is beautiful.
Augustine looking around. Outside Fournier. Jordan trying to free himself up. And Evan Fournier good for three.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
To the inside. Jordan against Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Towns has got his third basket of the night.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Fournier passes to Jordan. Back to Fournier. Off target from three-point range.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
The shot by Sharch, no good.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
Outside Jordan. Over Wiggins. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
T kicks to Towns. Lays it up off the glass. Towns has got 8 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Outside Fournier. It's on target from the high post. Fournier's got his second bucket of the night.
What a polished offensive game. Fournier cashing in from the mid-range.
Okogie is guarded by Fournier. AD that time from Vucevic.
Now that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Now here's Jordan. 11 points in the game. Puts it up from 7. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. He's got 13.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And if you're sensing a concern, best thing you can do is call timeout.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. You've got to get this game under control. I think he sees some adjustments he can make.
Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Ken Burge is checked in for Vucevic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Simmons checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's the Cobra in for Augustine. Towns finds Wiggins. Back to Towns. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And Greg, what's not to like about Taj Gibson?
I mean, he's a hard worker defensively, finishes well inside, he's got the mid-range shooting touch. But what I like most, really, his unselfishness. He started, came off the bench, no complaints. This is a guy that just wants to win.
Now here's Gibson. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Wiggins against Gordon. Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, the defense has got to do more than that. Karl Anthony Towns embarrassing them.
Now Jordan. He's got 13. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, just a matter of he needs to be there a split second earlier. Not much room for error when you're setting a screen.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Zhang.
Wow. Well, you combine size, aggression, and toughness, and you get Taj Gibson. My goodness, nicely done.
It's Jordan on the wing. In the corner, it's Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's the Cobra. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Gordon against Rose. Poked loose. Now here's Gibson. Guarded closer. And it's Wiggins missing. Here's Orlando now. Simmons on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Timberwolves. Covington against Jordan. Wiggins surveying the floor. Here's Rose. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Covington inside the line. No good that time. Jordan with some nice deep. The Magic shooting pretty efficiently out there. It is in 48% in the first quarter. The rebound by Gibson. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Wiggins dishes to Rose. He kicks it to Covington. And here we go with the Magic fast break. And they take the lead. The Cobra's got his second bucket.
They're getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really. Catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
Feeds it to Gibson. 13 feet away. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's the Cobra, defended by Gibson. Buries the long-range jumper. Gordon's got his first 3 points of the game.
I love that Aaron Gordon goes right up with it. He's got really good instincts for knowing when to catch and shoot.
Now here's Rose. D right on him. Pass to Wiggins. 2 on the clock. No good that time. Back to the action after this word. All-star big man Karl Anthony Towns is hungry to maximize his potential.
I want to be the best player who ever played, and I feel that I could do that. I think I have the God-given talent and the God-given abilities to make it happen, and I have total confidence in myself every single day. I wake up that I could be the greatest player who ever played. I know if I continue to put the work ethic in and continue to do all the little things I need to do, I could find myself in that conversation. But, you know, obviously I got to learn every single day, never take no days for granted.
His coaches, Greg, and teammates love hearing them.
And how can you not? I mean, that kind of drive is special. And with his tools and potential, hard to put a ceiling on just how good he can be.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Yeah, getting an early boost from the bench, that's been the difference here so far.
Boy, the bench has been sensational. They've come in, run the offense, and are capitalizing on all opportunities.
They've got Jonathan Simmons. He's out there with the Cobra, and it's a 1-2 in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. And Rose drops them both. More and more, we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but it's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any league. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA.
Great perspective. On the pass to the Cobra. Kicks it to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by Gibson. Timberwolves trail by 3. Rose surveying the D. Bank shot, no good. Magic have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's the Cobra. He's covered by Rose. Here's Birch. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 5-point Orlando lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And here's Zhang. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Well, right there, Zhang shows you an example that he's not afraid any longer to put the ball on the deck.
Simmons passes to Birch. Here's the Cobra. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, traditionally, many of the great free throw shooters have come from the point guard ranks. Here are the ones leading the league this year. And you look at the Cobra, second in the NBA. So great from the line.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league. And that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
You know, but even so, don't take for granted what this group has done at the free throw line. They deserve a ton of credit for the work they've put in to achieve that level of consistency and excellence.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Boy, his free throw shooting has been on the mark tonight. Nothing new there, right?
Now here's Rose. 8 points his last outing. Can't hit from 12. Here's a 1-2. It's up a 3. They get it again. Birch. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Well, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Rose kicks to Zhang. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Outside Rose. Clock at 6. Lets it go from the wing, and he connects with the jumper. Magic leading by 5. Here's the Cobra. The 24-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. And it's Gordon missing. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Wiggins, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Wiggins has got 8 points.
The aggressive finish inside. Andrew Wiggins beats some very good defense.
Here's the Cobra. He's covered by Rose. A 3 from Simmons. Doesn't go for him. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. It'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Swiped away. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for the Cobra. 3rd in free throw percentage, 9th in three-point field goal percentage. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he possesses so much confidence when he's at the line. You mentioned his free throw accuracy, 3rd best right now in the NBA. And he's earned it. That free throw, no good. You know, a skill that doesn't show up in the box score, the drawing charge calls. In your opinion, there are, I'm sure, a lot that you think are the best at it.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, sometimes this comes at a cost physically that you have to be willing to absorb. I've seen Marcus Smart take a charge from LeBron James. That's 6'8", 250-plus pounds coming at you full speed. Kemba Walker, Draymond Green. But, Kevin, you know this. When you draw a charge, you have essentially given yourself an extra possession, and you've put the opponent at a detriment because it's a foul against that player who's committed it.
Means a lot. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And that one's good. Simmons got 4 this quarter.
Jonathan Simmons is still a work in progress, but he has an understanding that that three-point shot has got to be in his arsenal.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And guys, you know you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Magic. Evan Fournier comes in for Jonathan Simmons. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Towns, he's checked in for Jang. Teague with a clean look. Sinks the triple. Teague's got 7 points in the game.
Well, you simply cannot allow Jeff Teague any separation because the release is too good and too fast.
Passes to the Cobra. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
Okogie, who's guarded by Fournier. Saric, right side. 6 to shoot. Covington against Gordon. Pulls up on the wing. That one a little long. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
The Magic have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Free throw drops for Vucevic.
What you love about Nikola Vucevic is every night you know he's going to play hard and he's going to do whatever it takes to win. You love playing with teammates like that, guys.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. Doors with a more punitive luxury tax. Draft picks with their cost-controlled salaries never more important than they are today.
No doubt, Kevin. I think teams are very hesitant to part with first-round picks because they have been critical. But I think you also have to consider the second-round picks as being valuable assets. Think about the Golden State Warriors. In each of the last 2 years, they have purchased for money a second-round pick from another organization. And both times, those players ended up being critical parts of the rotation. Every draft pick, first or second round, has value.
2 shots. Roof shots.
First free throw is good. so he hits both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And the call is going to be...
screen.
Yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, for the most part, they've taken care of the ball. I mean, that's one of the few mistakes they've made in what has been a good half.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside Teague. And he comes up with the deuce. Teague's got 9 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Orlando, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Pass to the Cobra. From past the arc. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
And the dunk by Towns.
And guys, when everything is working for Karl Anthony Towns, he can put up absolutely staggering numbers. What a performance here.
Pass to Isaac. Here's Gordon. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. T kicks to Towns. And there's the pass to T. Pass to Towns. From about 16, it's hauled in by Gordon. Magic leading by 6. The Cobra passes to Isaac. Vucevic dishes to Fournier. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Pass to the Cobra. For the 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Outside Teague. Okogie, who's guarded by Fournier. Pass to Towns. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. 14 points for him.
Well, how about the maturity of Towns, recognizing the situation and just beats the clock.
Here's the Cobra. T covering. Here's the Cobra. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Saric. Count it. Good. And now just a 5-point Magic lead. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. For the Magic, Jordan, he's checked in for Gordon. And DJ Augustine subbed in for the Cobra. Magic leading by 5. Jordan kicks to Vucevic. Covington against Jordan. Shoots over Covington. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Inside. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Isaac. Orlando's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Jordan against Covington. Covington with the steal. Okogie, who's guarded by Fournier. Here's Saric. Doesn't go that time. And Orlando will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Fournier's shot is off.
And look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play. Okogie,
who's guarded by Fournier. Rebounded by Vucevic. Orlando leading by 5. Jordan inside, defended by Covington. Tipped away. Jordan with it. He's got 13. Just 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Vucevic, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Timberwolves trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
At the top of the key, Towns shoots over Vucevic, and that misses everything.
Boy, terrific defense to impact the shot, not giving him any space at all.
Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Knicks, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game. Fournier for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Teague can't hit.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside. Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
He kicks to Towns. Augustine against T. Can't connect from short range. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
1:25 left in the first half of basketball. Teague against Augustine. Now Teague. He's got 9. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Jeff Teague replacing Ricky Rubio at the point guard position for the Timberwolves. Doris, did you like that change?
You know what I did, Kevin? They're drastically different players. Rubio probably the better defensive player, definitely the more prolific passer, but the shooting was always an issue. Where with Teague, you get a guy who can knock down three-point shots, and he's one of the best point guards in the league at dribble driving into the paint and getting some action off that.
First one falls for him.
Well, there's so much value in how Jeff Teague runs an offense. He's got great speed. He plays hard on both ends of the floor. I think any organization would be lucky to have this guy.
Ken Burge is checked in for the Magic. Simmons comes in for Fournier. Jang, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Wiggins comes in for Robert Covington. It's Jordan on the wing. Back to Augustine. Wiggins against Jordan. 6 to shoot. Here's Birch. Augustine from outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Augustine's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And not just sustaining the lead, they're adding to it.
Right, and this is precisely what you want to do. Build up the lead and keep the pressure on.
Rose finds Gibson. Goes up on the high post. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Gibson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And Gibson always has had a solid mid-range game. You can't let him get comfortable from that spot.
There's the pass to Birch. Orlando moving the ball around. Augustine passes to Simmons. He gets that one. Simmons got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Magic.
Now, really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
And here is Teague. 11 points for him in that last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Really, he exposed a lot of seams in the defense with his passing, too. That assist total was impressive.
Wiggins hits the outside fadeaway. Wiggins has got 4 this quarter.
Now listen, the son of a former NBA player and world-class sprinter. If you're curious where Wiggins' athleticism comes from, now you know.
And so it's the Orlando Magic holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're just sticking to the game plan. Our coaches really drew up something good for us. They wrote it out, and we're sticking to it, and we're executing very well.
Yeah, that's obvious the way you all have played. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. They were in the driver's seat once we got into the second quarter. Their lead is now 8 here at the half, and they've got all the momentum on their side. Shaq, what'd you think about the Magic?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
Kenny, let's get your insight on the Timberwolves.
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. The Prodigy having a great impact in this game.
His points production thus far, off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
I don't think you could ask for anything more from this guy. He has been fantastic to start this one.
Timberwolves trail by 8. On the court for Minnesota, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Saric. Then there's Teague. Then there's Towns. Here's Wiggins, banked in off the glass. Wiggins has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Timberwolves.
Well, he's got the wide shoulders, the natural balance. Andrew Wiggins taking the hit and finishing.
And that one drops.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
Here's Towns. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Jordan kicks to Fournier. Passes to Isaac. It's Jordan on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer Augustine. That shot off. Great D that time from Teague. Saric looking around. Pass to Teague. Outside, Towns. Kicks it out to Wiggins. No good from outside. Magic leading by 8. Takes a shot at the elbow. Off the left rim and out. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Okogie softly drops in the floater.
Boy, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of confidence to go with the floater. That is not as easy as it looks.
Teague against Augustine. It's Fournier on the wing. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got his 4th assist in this one.
You're so adept at sizing up the defense, guys. You cannot give Fournier any space.
Towns finds Teague. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And you look at Jeff Teague, now with a decade in the league out of Wake Forest. Greg, what does he bring to the table aside from the fact that he's been in the playoffs every single year of his career?
Yeah, I mean, he's an explosive slasher and really has grown as a playmaker. Not a star, but a quality starting point guard.
Free throw good, Teague. And so Teague hits 2 free throws. Magic leading by 6. Now here is Augustine. Wiggins with the block.
Well, using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Toronto. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, there's the Magic, 3.5 back.
And I think for the Magic, every NBA season, there's always going to be some big surprises in store. And I think this season, they'd have to be considered one of the biggest of them all.
Oh, no question. And we're deep enough into the season to know, hey, this hasn't happened by accident. They are genuine contenders here.
Augustine passes to Jordan. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard, Jeff Teague, unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
Jordan dishes to Fournier. Back to Jordan. Isaac with the ball. Charges there. Isaac misses.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
And it goes down 2 points. Now just a 2-point Orlando lead.
I'll tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
Pass to Jordan. Over Wiggins. No good from Jordan.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Fournier. His last 10 games, he's putting up 9 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular. And sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Free throw good, Teague. One drops. He ties it up. The Magic have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's the Cobra. He's got 17. Kicks to Vucevic. Right side Fournier. 18 feet out. And it's Vucevic missing. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's the dish to Sharge. 6 to shoot. Wiggins with it. Another miss by Minnesota. Here's the Cobra. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. For the three, a rebound by the Timberwolves.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
So they take the lead. 16 points for Andrew Wiggins.
You look at the numbers tonight. When Wiggins asserts himself, he's painful to defend.
Trying to end the drought, and it's good on the way in. The Cobra's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Teague surveying the D. Outside, Towns. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's the Cobra. Teague covering. Here's Awundu. Good on the bucket. Awundu's got his first 2 points.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Teague left side. In the corner, it's Wiggins. He dishes it to Sharge, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end, twice on the pipes with that block.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. T kicks to Towns. Now Wiggins. 16 points for him. 2 points. That one goes. And so here's Orlando. And there's the pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Towns, and he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. 6 points for Vucevic.
Well, great to see Vucevic work that in between game, showing he wants to improve that game.
And the Timberwolves call time.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's a good call, Greg. They need a fresh, new approach here.
Orlando making some changes. Cam Birch comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And Jonathan Simmons subbed in for Evan Fournier. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rose finds Covington. Passes it to Wiggins. Wiggins drawing the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Timberwolves now. Outside Rose. Up top Jang. 4 on the clock. Pulls it up. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Number 1, the Magic.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Right wing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Sunday, they'll continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Rose. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Covington against Simmons. Covington kicks to Wiggins. Fires from 14. Second shot opportunity. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Aaron Gordon. 15th in steals, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
As we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands, always looking to force a mistake. Gorgui Dieng now in his 6th season in the NBA and closing in on 30 years old.
And Kevin, did you know that his name actually means the old one in his native language? And when you consider he was one of the oldest players in his draft class. So that makes him right now in his prime. And this guy is a solid role player in the NBA.
Pass to Awundu. Here's Birch, defended by Covington. Outside, Simmons. The Magic again can't hit.
Boy, all sorts of space around him. If he can't hit those, the defense not going to worry too much about him.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Well, there's superb concentration on display from Andrew Wiggins. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Here's the Cobra. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Rose.
Yeah, easy call.
The Magic have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. First one falls for him. Good on both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Dishes it to Covington. He kicks it to Dieng. Pass to Rose. Clock at 6. Outside Gibson. The second effort. Back to Rose. Fades away. No good from Gibson. Magic leading by 4. Here's the Cobra. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. The Cobra's got 25 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Minnesota calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by the Cobra.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
And stolen by Simmons. Fast break. Here come the Magic.
How about the activity on the defensive end from Jonathan Simmons? He moves his feet, he's got long arms, and he's willing to take chances.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing here by 8. And Dieng kicks to Wiggins. Outside Rose. There's the dish to Gibson. 4 on the shot clock. Over Gordon. No good from Gibson. Magic leading by 8. The pass to the Cobra. Outside Gordon. Fires from deep. A 3 from Simmons. Minnesota with the rebound. Dieng's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Wiggins missing. Magic shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. Here's the Cobra. He's got 25. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Jordan, he's checked in for Orlando. Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside Gibson. They could use a bucket. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And unfortunately, injuries will always be the concern with Derrick Rose. Still loves the game of basketball, knows he is limited compared to what he once was. Amazing with all he's fought through, he can still perform at such a high level.
And with Rose, as you said, his love of the game is still there, and he still wants to play.
I mean, many players would have just walked away from having their body betray him. But Rose said last season he loves what he gets to do and still would be a water boy if he had to. You have to admire Rose's attitude and approach in that regard.
Jordan kicks to Gordon. Passes it to Birch. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jordan against Covington. Outside Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The tray. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. E.J. Augustine's checked in for the Cobra. Orlando leading by 6. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Here's Jordan. They grabbed their own miss and stolen by Jang. Here's Wiggins. Great D that time from Jordan.
Now affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Pass to Birch. Misses from close range.
Boy, it's tough to see how he misses that one. I don't think the defense was all that tight on him.
And it's Wiggins missing. Magic shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Magic have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Free throw good, Jordan. And so Jordan nails both of them. Timberwolves trail by 8.
And this could be the final possession of the period.
Right, they have to play their cards right. No rush, work the clock, and get a quality look.
Rose kicks to Wiggins. Over Simmons. Missed.
How about the quick hands? So effective at getting into the airspace of Jonathan Simmons. Woo-hoo!
And so it's the Orlando Magic holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Don't miss the action. Your favorite NBA superstars are here to compete in a showcase of the league's top talent. It's the NBA All-Star Game.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Magic leading by 8. Augustine and Simmons are the guard tandem. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Jordan. And it's Birch in at the center position. That's who's out there for Orlando.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The Timberwolves shooting 43% from the field. Rose against Augustine. To the paint. Here's Gibson. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Rose against Augustine. Rose, no good.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And the rejection by Jan. Birch the pass to Augustine. The second chance effort. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Timberwolves trail by 8. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Now here's Rose. Teardrop shot, and Jordan sends it back. Second chance shot. Clock is at 3. Wiggins from outside. Simmons with the defensive effort. Magic leading by 8. From deep three-point range, they get the rebound. Outside for Jordan. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by Jang.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Wiggins finds Covington. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face that I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
Back to Jordan. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Jordan's got the lead up to 10 now for Orlando.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
5 to shoot. On its way from Rose for 2. Not enough on that one as it misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that one's good. Simmons.
Really good touch and timing. The catch and shoot game of Jonathan Simmons is continuing to improve.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
You know, and a lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the carom.
And Jonathan Isaac making progress, but he was drafted knowing he had a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you really shouldn't try and compare Isaac to the rest of his draft class. He's going to be on a different timeline as far as his development goes. Might take longer for him to be ready, but the payoff, man, could be huge as his ceiling is really high.
That's good from Isaac.
You know, early on, Jonathan Isaac has drawn some comparisons to Kevin Durant. This is a long, athletic, multi-talented forward. He's got tremendous potential.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Vucevic comes in for Cam Birch, and Fournier subbed in for Simmons. T kicks to Covington. Saric passes to Towns. Will it go? He can't get that one to fall. So Orlando will take it the other way. Outside Jordan. Pass to Augustine. Vucevic finds Jordan. Back to Vucevic. Now here's Fournier. Outside Jordan. The pass to Augustine. Over T. Outside for Jordan. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Passes to Isaac. Over Saric. And the basket by Isaac.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Teague the pass to Towns. With the floater. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists tonight.
As if he's not tough enough to guard already. Towns with the floater.
Pass to Fournier. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns is...
I'll tell you, with the struggle he has had today, he probably won't be their #1 option as they look to close this game out.
Unloads from 13. Teague can't hit. Magic leading by 15. Jordan with it. Fires for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 15 rebounds here tonight.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Covington against Jordan. Outside Teague. To the middle. Here's Towns. And too long on the shot. Orlando's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And here's Jordan outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jordan's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Okogie is guarded by Fournier. And the call will go against the Prodigy. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
The Cobra is checked in for the Magic. Sharge outside. To the inside. Okogie is guarded by Fournier. 2 points. That one goes. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Outside Jordan. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Now Teague. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Well, Kevin, Jeff Teague leaks out perfectly, uses his speed to beat everybody up the floor.
Orlando leading by 17. The Cobra passes to Vucevic. Teague against Jordan. Over Teague. Hits the front of the rim and out. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now here's Covington. He's guarded closely. Pass to Teague. Tries a 3. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Lined it up and knocked it down. His 2nd triple tonight.
Orlando's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Here's the Cobra. Teague covering, and Vucevic throws it down.
There's a chemistry that Vucevic has with his guys. The alley and the oop.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Outside Teague, and Saric kicks to Covington. The feed now to Towns. Orlando grabs the miss. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's the Cobra. Now the pass to Vucevic. Here's the Cobra. Outside Fournier. Shot clock at 6. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this is about the stellar interior game of Nikola Vucevic. Defender in his grill, no problem.
To the middle. Towns down low. Vucevic on him. Covington kicks to Towns. Over to the wing. Okogie. Off target from 3-point range.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Well, you love how the ball is popping outside on the perimeter. It's being moved and finding the open man, and they're cashing in.
Now here's Covington. He's covered by Isaac. Another miss by Minnesota.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
Here's the Cobra. Kicks to Jordan. We've seen, Doris, the NBA take a very active role in growing the game internationally. Talk about some of the specifics you've seen in that regard.
Well, I think you have a great leader at the top in Adam Silver who understands that the game is growing on an international stage. It's becoming increasingly popular. And so you see NBA teams going over and playing regular season games in different countries. That's one particular way. Then you have the NBA Cares initiative, which when those teams are over there, they can go out and build basketball academies. NBA in Africa is a once-a-year trip, and they bring 2 teams of NBA players. Think about some of the players off of that continent where they have turned into legit stars. So I think it's important that the game continue to develop, and I love that the NBA considers it part of their responsibility.
It's been quite a game for the Prodigy.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, the Prodigy.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Okogie, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Jordan the pass to the Cobra. For 3, and again it's the Magic from deep.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
Here's Teague. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
I'll tell you, how about a high percentage opportunity from Jeff Teague? As a scorer, you love to get those easy ones.
2 minutes, less than 2
passes it to the Cobra. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota shooting an appalling 26% in the fourth quarter. Wiggins dishes to Teague. Yep, that one goes. Teague's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
I'll tell you what, there's only so much you can do. Teague is great at muscling through these shots on the dribble drive.
Here's Jordan. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. When it comes to building confidence, Doris, some people say playing one-on-ones in practice is a huge help. Is that something that you did when you were playing at Providence?
Kevin, I believe this could be the single greatest development tool for any individual player. If you start at the free throw line and play one-on-one against a player who's maybe slightly above your level or certainly at your level, and you limit that one-on-one from the free throw line to 2 dribbles or less, your skill set, I promise you, is going to develop. The other thing I would encourage young players to do is play 3-on-3, because it forces you to move and to cut and to screen and how to do those things properly if you're going to be effective. I love 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. It always helps you when you go back to the 5-on-5.
That's such great advice. Guys, some great passing from them.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Wiggins finds Gibson. On the wing, Wiggins, guarded by Jordan, and Wiggins throws it down.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Orlando.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Cobra.
Boy, I love the priority he placed on his passing tonight. It inspired great player movement, great ball movement. It seemed to me they knew they were going to get an easy bucket on every possession.
Free throw good, Jordan. Robert Covington's checked in for Minnesota. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Wiggins kicks to Rose. Pass to Jang. He feeds it to Gibson. And stolen by Simmons. Jordan against Covington. The drive by Jordan and the dunk by Jordan.
Up by double digits, little time remaining. Way to defend your house.
Well, this is what you call taking care of your business, showing dominance on their home floor. What an excellent effort.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Inside, kicks it out to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Over Jordan. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Nick, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We were really good on defense, and then once we get stops, we're very good on offense. We got some easy ones, and we just kept grinding. We never let it back in the game, and it felt good to get this one tonight.
Great performance by you guys, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.